2 seconds early. Good morning, Bishy. Oh, hey, keep it underground. Okay, more cassettes today. All right. Today I am going to. I've got, I don't know, 150 or so sealed ones. And then I've got a couple or several hundred unsealed ones. I'm going to do all the sealed ones first. It's going to be the same deal. Your choice of $4. Um, I put some coupons in the show notes. I think you guys were here before, but the rewards program restarted. I put new rewards on there, but you have to put them into your wallet every single time once you get to a certain level. And there are different coupons for different levels. I'm just going to put coupons up there in the show notes. They're just going to be good for one show. It's too much clicking around in the admin to keep switching them between shows, and it's confusing. I'll probably go for a couple hours here this morning, and then I'm gonna ship. I sold a few records last night. Bishy, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take an hour today at some point, and I'm going to, as fast as I can, in my little record cubby there, sort out an hour's worth of records and see how many I can do. Count the ones I did last night, and see if I can try to sort them out and then not do easy listening and gospel, because there is a lot of that, because it's all dead Pennsylvania old people stuff. I mean, there's some stuff mixed in, some rock and some R&B, but I mean, I'm out in the middle of Amish world, and that's where most of my stuff comes from. I mean, I traveled down towards Pittsburgh and up into New York some, but oh, I know. And the thing is, there's people that collect that stuff and that just absolutely love that, but to sit there and it's just the chance of selling those or much less. So I'm gonna try. We'll see how many I can get sorted in an hour of just flying through them, and then maybe I'll have another vinyl show for an hour or so tonight with see what I got sorted, and just pick out some of the better stuff, the rock, and then have the cubbies there with the stuff full. And if somebody comes in and says they want bluegrass, then I can pull out the uh, bluegrass from the day. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I do have stuff in the buy now. I added stuff. Make offers. If you, I mean, some of the oddball stuff, I looked it up on eBay to see what they had sold for, priced them less, make offers, make them even cheaper. If there's something you see in there you want. Some of the stuff's pretty rare. There is pre-listed auctions. If there's something you want me to run in the pre-listed stuff, just tell me at any time. And thank you, Bishy, for modding. I'm going to go ahead and get started. We got Steve James, Shenandoah, some sort of Irish tranquil mood, shades of emerald, and the Sego brothers and Naomi. So I'm going to run these for 10 seconds. And that's running. And then I think when I get to the unsealed, I'll run them for 15, so I have a little bit more time to sort them onto my shelves, because I'm not sorting these. I'm just putting these on shelves sealed. Sound Slice, Spin Doctors. Oh, it looks like a compilation, epic compilation, probably. Pearl Jam, Social Distortion, all that. Strictly the Best, Volume 25. Strictly the Best, Volume 26. Elmore James, Red Hot Blues. And those are running. Bishy. Thanks, Bishy. Which one would you like? Number 1. All right. Sticking your Jordan Knight in that envelope with that one, so I don't forget about it. And I'm hoping next week to be over in the room with the shelves. Butterfly mentioned something about sorting them, alphabetizing them. I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't think I'm going to. It's going to just take way too long. But I do have them separated into genre. And when I go over there, I'll probably drop the starting bids to $3 at first and see what happens there. But I don't have enough to even close to fill the shelves yet over there. I don't know if it's a want or desire, but she mentioned it. Sergio Mendes, Mega Dance Hits, Henry Mancini and Doc Severinsen, and some sort of New Age collection down there on the bottom. And that's running. We're supposed to get a big snowstorm here. She's only got to go through tomorrow for this week at jury duty. But she'll still be tired. And I'm certainly not going to encourage her to do it. If she decides she wants to, I'll gladly accept some help. But I think it's going to be too much of an undertaking. There's going to be so many. Amy Grant Christmas, Elmore James, Austin City Limits, and Bounty Killer. And that's running. It's just so many of them. I'll bet it took her 5 or 6 hours to do those shelves of DVDs I had. Stick the Amy Grant in the Christmas pile. Friday, I have a Christmas music show scheduled Friday evening. If you like Christmas music, it'll be all Christmas on cassettes, 8 tracks, vinyl, nothing but Christmas. I'll even torture myself and play some Christmas records during it. That'll be fun for everyone. So you have Rodney O and Joe Cooley, OJ's 1-800-NEW-FUNK, and Jet Red. All still sealed. Your choice. The Olympics. It's a Damien Dame. Oh, another Oh Perfect Love wedding album. George Jones. All sealed. Those are running. Welcome in. If you just joined me, check the show notes. There's coupons in there. There's a few for $1 off and a couple for $2 off. Did you try to play it, Bishy? Oscar Peterson, Dionne Warwick, Robert Johnson, and Garland Jeffries, Don't Call Me Buckwheat. Those are running. George Jones. Hey, Bishy, you can play, well, you were looking for a cassette player, I guess, but you can play CDs on, like, game systems, right? I've never tried it. You can play DVDs on them, at least the ones that take the discs. George Jones, The Pope, Milt Jackson Orchestra, and Damn Yankees cast recording. Those are running. Oh, what Kelsey had? I don't know, Kelsey. Forget the O. Okay. This site is a cluster. It's a mess. I accidentally listed two of the auctions in the Buy It Now, and I was trying to find them in my placeholder show to switch them, and the search was not working in the admin. And then the search was not working in the show, and the search was also not working on my tablet. So I don't know if anybody will sell anything on here today because the search wasn't working 20 minutes ago. King's X, Dogman, Mike Geronimo, Reba McEntire, and Black Uhuru. And that's running. Thank you, T. Which one would you like? Takes number one. I'm going to poke on your thing. When's your next show? You have one scheduled? 12/7. So what's that? Saturday night. Dolly Parton Straight Talk soundtrack. Brutal Juice, Dennis Brown, and Jimmy Rogers. And those are running. So T Sum has a cassette show Saturday night. Good morning, Pendejo. They went for it. Maybe Pendejo's a Dolly Parton collector. Number two. Sorry, bitchy. Dolly's anti-union. Holly Dunn. Jesus Christ Superstar. And James Galloway Celtic Minstrel. And that's running. What's that, Pendejo? The first time they came into one of my shows, we were educated on what pendejo actually means. I guess it has two meanings, but I never even thought about it when you see it in those old westerns where people were calling people pendejo. So, I don't even know how you pronounce her name. Rocky O'Durcow, another damn Yankee soundtrack. Alex DeCastro, and what's this one? Spot. I don't know what that is. And that one's running. My vinyl is 12 inches. Bruce Hornsby, Lonnie Johnson, Howlin' Wolf, and Loudness, Soldier of Fortune. I don't understand how what kind of list they have or how they derive their list of what gets muted. Thank you, Zombie Sam. Thanks, the Howlin' Wolf. Thank you. Welcome in if you just joined me. I'm currently doing choice of sealed cassettes. When I get through these stacks of sealed ones, I have some that are unsealed. I try to get through a lot this morning. Cassandra, Gypsy Rumba, Ground Zero featuring Bootsy Collins, and Sly and Robbie, Silent Assassin. Which one did you pick, Bishy? Lita Ford, Stiletto, Milton Jackson Quintet, David Lee Roth, and the Mighty Lemon Drops. And those are running. Bishy, my setup last night, it worked a lot better. That's still very, very difficult. Very, very, very hard to follow the chat. Pat Martino, MC Light, John Schofield, and Eddie Rabbit. And that's running. Yeah, it was creating less of a mess. The biggest stress is nothing sorted. And I like I said, I don't know whether I should take the time to sort them or just do it like that. Because the thing is, you get somebody in there that's into gospel music and just happens to be in there, they're going to love it. Thank you, Zombie. But Friday night's going to be all Christmas. I want to burn it all, Bishy. Bishy, girl that's modding for me, she just got a cassette player. Is that your first one ever, Bishy? Or did you have one when you were younger? Roxette, Rival Sons, The Church, and Lee Lewis. And that's funny. I didn't know if you would have ever had one or not. You're a little bit younger than me. And I think I got my first CD player when I was in my early teens. You saw Jerry Lee Lewis live. Well, I played a Jerry Lee Lewis record last night, and the 20 people that were in the room were not happy with it. I got complaints. Haven't been to many concerts. I stumbled into a concert when I was at a bike race in Tupelo one time that had Little Richard and Better Than Ezra, and they were freaking wasted. It was the most horrible. I liked Better Than Ezra, and they sounded like they was just that you just gave instruments to people that never played an instrument before. Charlie Barnett, Manzara, and Mackie. Oh, that's George Michael and Neil Sedaka. George Michael, what's that? Listen Without Prejudice, Volume 1. And that's running. What song's on it? I don't know. You can't tell. It's a mystery. But that Little Richard at that concert was pretty good. The best one, it was like a little festival celebrating Elvis's birth or something. But the best band at that one was the Blind Boys of Alabama. Well, Bella Fleck was there too, the banjo player, and he was freaking amazing. But the Blind Boys were impressive. 70 Years of Broadway, Roy Orbison, Sam Jones, and Wynonna Judd, all still sealed. Your choice. You want the George Michael instead of those ones, or do you want one of those too? Okay. I can do that. So you're getting George Michael. Just in case I need to wonder what happened. There you go. I missed one of the sales last night and stood there running shit for 15 minutes, wondering what I was going to do. And I finally asked, I think it was Kimberly that bought it, what she bought. I was panicking a little bit. I wasn't selling that much though, but if you're ever a seller on here and ever do show and sell like this and miss one and don't realize it, you got like sometimes you got hours of trying to figure out where you went wrong watching all the video clips. Ohio Express, Eddie Grant, 43210s, and Glenn Miller. All sealed. Your choice. We just had one of those. Lord Kitchener, La Lupe, or something like that. The Last Poets, and the Blind Pig Sampler, a blues compilation. And those ones are running. I don't know, Zombie. I'm just pulling them out of a box. They're not sorted. Oh, Pendejo, number 4. Thank you, Pendejo. After I get through these sealed ones on my table here, I will do some unsealed ones. And when I do those, I sort them into genres for future ease of reference when people are asking for things and putting them on shelves. La Solución, Peace for Hope, Peace of Hope, Place of Hope. I don't know, some sort of South Africa thing. The Dingo Fish Band, and Tiny Grimes. Those are running. Oh, I didn't put giveaways in. I almost had everything ready today, Bishy. Oh. Give me a sec to put these buyer giveaways in. I'm only doing buyer giveaways on these music shows because I'm cheap and I don't make too much, and I can't be spending $5 a pop to send people that just come in for the giveaway stuff. So you guys have bought something, you're gonna have to buy something else if you want in a giveaway. Sorry. But it's going to be like yesterday at about 7:30, 7:45. Butterfly will probably call me for 10 minutes. So I'll run a couple giveaways while I talk to her. All right, they're in there now. So, but you got to buy something to be eligible. Sorry. I will try to do better tomorrow. Oh, I know. But I appreciate the people that buy this stuff. I'm not, like I said, I'm not doing them for, no, Bishy, you got to buy something else. Because I forgot to do them and they only count after the thing's created. And I realized that I didn't, which that's a glitch in the site too. I don't know why they have it that way. This is a promo. Polygram Records Radio Store Sampler. Annie Haslam, Annie in Wonderland, Del Shannon, and Sylvia Juncosa. One thing. Yeah, I don't know why. It should. I would think it should go. That's for all of this. Yeah, you can't create a buyer giveaway at the end of your show. You have to do it before people buy stuff. No, I don't know why. If that's the law, or why they have it that way. And I didn't even know that was the case. And one of the shows I had, I went in at the end, and it was a really good show. It was not a cassette show. I went in at the end and created a bunch of buyer giveaways, and I was gonna give away a bunch of stuff because I was very happy with what sold, and I was really happy with all the people that bought stuff. And I ran the first one, and nobody could get in because I did it at the end of the show. So if you're a seller or thinking about selling, keep that in mind. You have to put the buyer giveies in before you sell the stuff. Silhouette, Kamal, Spencer Davis, Supertramp, and Mandy Patinkin. And that's running. Yeah, I think it should be retroactive for everybody that bought something in the show, but it may be a law thing that you have to. I don't know why they do it that way. It doesn't make sense to me, but Shaman Intact 112. The Connells, One Simple Word, and Robert Palmer, Don't Explain. And that's running. They've been rolling out a lot of changes. I think they looked back on eBay 20 years ago and they thought it would be a good idea to make changes around the holidays, the busiest time of the year. That always worked out well for eBay. Richie Stevens, Pot of Gold, Andre Segovia, Smokin' Dave, and the Primo Dopes. Too many years in the circus. Sorry, Bishy. No trigger warning. I didn't realize they were clowns until after I read that title. They're cute clowns. I'll pull that one out and look that one up. That's got to be something that's, I don't know if that's local or what that is. That's an oddball one. What the heck is that? Sexy G. Sexy G. Another La Solucion. Welcome to this place, David Pawnak. Another day. The shrink is falling off of that one. Looks kind of like a self-produced one or something. And Vienna something or other orchestra. Strauss waltzes. This is running. The Meaning of Love, Blair Petrie. I think today, Bishy. Here's Your Meat. Take Home Treats from ILA. I'm guessing it's some sort of compilation. It's a promo. There's another promo, the Del Lord's Frontier Days. And East of the Sun, West of the Moon audio book. And that's running. I don't know how much snow we're supposed to get, but they've been getting hammered up in New York all week, I guess. But it's supposed to, after this weekend, it's supposed to be, you got 47 today. See, we're supposed to get that in like a week or 5 days. This weekend, it's supposed to be in the upper 40s, and then all next week, it's supposed to be, I think there's one day it's supposed to be somewhat cold, but the rest is supposed to be in the 40s. The Merry Widow, Franz Lahar, some sort of, maybe you don't want it anyway. Legends of Soul compilation, Jazz compilation, and Memphis Slim Worried Life. Thanks, Zombie. I follow Maria's Miscellany on here. She sells crafting stuff, and she lives in the desert in Arizona. And if I want to depress myself, I just go ask her how the weather is. and she knows it's depressing, and she's so giddy when she talks about the weather, how warm and dry it is with a light breeze, and a little bit chilly in the mornings though. It gets down in the a little bit cold, but it's 75, and they're walking around with short sleeves on, and it's beautiful. And there's cactuses. Those are running. Maximum dance floor capacity. Tribute Bill Monroe, Eugene Chadbourne, and some sort of Puerto Rican thing that I'm not going to try to pronounce. You got me, Bishy. Oh, you got it right, Bishy. Good job. Thank you, Pendejo. That's Dusty. Ground Zero, Jaluka, Grease, new cast recording, and another Dennis Brown. And those are running. Yeah, I gotta look at it now. I didn't notice that. That's an import from Holland, actually. You knew all that? Dirty Dozen Brass Band, Voodoo, Exotica, New World Music Divas, Pedro Guzman, and Dead Flyboy self-titled debut. And those are running. Run again, sir. That was quick. Maybe I didn't run it. There. It's running. Did somebody want it? Running again. Oh. Okay. All right. It may not have. I may not have pushed the button. Whoever that is, Salif Kaida, Koyan, I don't know. Some sort of African pop music, apparently. Tommy Boy Greatest Beats, Volume 3, Etta Jones Sugar. Lena Santiago. Feels so good. Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah. I'm sure I've heard of her, but I never listened to her that I know of. Thank you, Zombie. Did she go there when you were in school? Do you have all the dirt on her? Uh, uh, Live at the Knitting Factory, MTV Grind Volume 1, Pat Martino and My Fellow Americans. Is that what you're asking, Kelsey? Various artists. I don't know. I'm hoping that means she got some sleep. Means is that the one you want, Zombie? What is the Knitting Factory? A club? Man, you're filling my head with all sorts of interesting information that I'll forget 5 minutes after the show ends today. I have a memory like a goldfish. Was it in New York or where was it at? Now you guys are just confusing hell. I mean, one of you says it was in Hollywood and the other one says it was in Manhattan. Believe everything you read online. Matthew's Wright & King, Johnny Otis, Midnight Oil, and Mazera and Mackie Up in Smoke. maybe there's a, I don't know, a franchise is out. There's not one in Amishville, Pennsylvania. I know that. We do have our little town has I don't know if it's still open. They used to call it the Scarlet Cord. They refurbished an old theater that was open in like the 20s or something, and held concerts there, mostly Christian stuff, but it was a real small theater. Orange Sugar Muffin, or Sugar Muffin Orange, I don't know. The Organization, Oliver Cast Recording, and Another Perfect Love. Nobody has bought one of those yet. I'm so surprised. We have a thank you, T. We have a crochet factory here. Butterfly doesn't like to knit. She only wants one needle or hook or whatever you call them. So Bewitched, Beaches soundtrack, David Bromberg, Long Way From Here, some sort of jazz, and Cliches, Greg, what is that? Greg O'Quinn, I guess. I don't know. There's no block lettering in any of the on the back or the tape, and I don't know who it is. It looks like Greg O'Quinn. Thank you, Bolson. You got a crown. Takes to be Bewitched. And Bolson, I recognize your name, but if you've never, I don't remember, if you've never been to one of my cassette shows, you can just tell me 1, 2, 3, or 4 if you win something. Or you can spell it out. The Man Behind the Wheel, country compilation, truck driving songs. The Bar-Kays Got a Groove, that was the Boomtown Rats, and Count Basie. All right. Nasty Wax. Mark Nelson, Chocolate Mood. Aaron Neville, Orchid in the Storm. That one's an EP. And that's New Riders of the Purple Sage. I don't know if I've asked her this week. I usually ask her. Thank you, Zombie Sam. Takes the Nasty Wax. All right, I am going to go walk across to the other room and push the button on my Keurig and refill my coffee while this is running. So I'll be back after it ends. Nasty Savage, Penetration Point, KT Oslin, some sort of Latin compilation, and Reba McEntire, whoever's in New England. So I'm going to run that and walk and fill my coffee real quick. I'll be right back. Ooh, a bidding war. Yay. Thanks, Kaboom. I assume that's what everyone wanted. Putting these in the box. If you wanted one of those ones, tell me and I'll run them again, but I don't think so. Sir, what? Oh, okay. I yeah, I thought, yes, that was the Skabooms. You can't have it. Maybe we'll find another one, zombie. Well, not today because I'm down to the last little bit of sealed ones. Uh, but I've got hundreds of thousands of albums to go through, so I'm sure we'll find another one at some point. New York Rock and Soul Review compilation, Jim Messina. Make this make the city grovel in its dust. That's a compilation, and Mr. If you're looking for a Fat Beach soundtrack, I can hook you up. So those ones are running. Hey, you you can use the cases. The New York Composers Orchestra, Mr. Magic's Rap Attack, uh, Alpha Team Speed, free gift from Barry Publications. Thanks for your order. That was a Barry Publications. I bought them out. I bought it was a tape and CD store in Brooklyn. Those are running. I I took an Amish kid to help me load them. And I'm glad I did. At that point I was, thank you, Zombie. Which one? Number 2. I was pretty overweight at the time, and that record store in Brooklyn had an apartment above it, and the apartment was full. The person lived in the apartment and did online sales and stuff, and catalog sales from the apartment. What a nightmare that was. Little tiny hallways and stairwells, lugging about 30,000 tapes and CDs down. Butterfly. All right, here we go. This is the last sealed stuff for today. And then I'm going to start doing unsealed. So you have Midnight Oil, Roy Orbison, Reba McEntire, and classical music for people who hate classical music. And that's running. Yeah, we have a pretty narrow stairwell going up to the upstairs here, and it was even worse that one in Brooklyn. And then there was stuff in the basement under the street or under the sidewalk. Ugh, it was a good deal, but not fun loading it. And actually, there was more than 15. There was like, I think there was like 15,000 cassette or CDs, and I think there was 30,000 cassette tapes. That one. I can't remember the story why they went out of business. I think the guy was trying to run some sort of Ponzi scheme on the side or something. She asked for them back. How many did you get? And did you give them back? All right. Was it just tapes, or was there all sorts of stuff that you got? Like Indian, like Bollywood? Oh yeah, Bollywood. Not Indian, like Native American. Can't beat a carload for $50. All right. Okay, guys. Now these ones are not sealed. The rest of the day, I don't think there's any sealed ones. There might be. I'll tell you if they are. But these are unsealed. I'm gonna change the auction time to 15 seconds so I can sort them out on my sort them out by genre on my little shelves over here, and try to keep up. Uh, Butterfly is going to call me in about 15 minutes, at which point I will do a giveaway, and I'll put 2 stacks up there, and I'll do a couple giveaways when she does that. But they're buyer giveaways, so if you haven't bought anything or didn't buy anything after I loaded them, you're not eligible. Butterfly heard me say you can't beat the carload for $50. You can't beat an uncle that's in the hospital to have free storage either. Trisha Yearwood, Ted Nugent, Kiss, and Billy Ray Cyrus. Unsealed. And these ones are pretty nice cases, but you're just getting whatever case they're in. I do have new cases in the buy it now if you want new cases. They want 4. I'm guessing 4 too. No, he takes number 2. Takes the Ted Nugent. Thank you, Zombie Sam. That was my little keyboard here. And I gotta push my little pile out of the way so I can scooch to my shelves. he was he was just at our county fair last year. Scorpions Blackout, Country Love compilation, Oak Ridge Boys. Bishy, I caught it just in time. Trigger Warning, Scary Clown, Dangerous Toys. It's running. Yeah, he was at our county fair last year, and my brother went to see him, and I don't care for his politics, uh, and he does a lot of he does a lot of online social media, and he shares a lot of stuff that just isn't is factually just inaccurate. Uh, so I don't follow him too much or anything, but my brother just went because it was Ted Nugent, and he said he was amazing. I've never intentionally listened to him, but he said he couldn't believe how well he played guitar still. So Bullet Boys, Freak Show, Journey Escape, Tommy Shaw. He's I don't know, he's got to be getting up there, I would think. And George Strait, Easy Come, Easy Go. And that is running. And if you just join me, there are coupons in the show notes. My stack's going here. Clay Walker, Striper, Randy Travis, and I'm going to walk out and get my coffee when this is running, and that's Steelheart. I'm changing this to 15 seconds. And those are running. Your choice. What do you want, Bishy? You want to get in the buyer's giveaway? Buy the clown tape. I don't think I have anything it's everything's other than those pads and repair supplies. Everything's $5 or more. I don't have any of my cheap stuff because I want to make everything be able to go media mail. Fair and Young, Atlantic Star, Van Halen, and John Michael Montgomery. And those are running. Tracy Lawrence rocking a mullet and the world's largest belt buckle. Paul McCartney, Flaming Pie. Roseanne Cash. And Roxette, Joyride. And those ones are running. Alan Jackson, David Chastain, another Striper, and Candlelight Christmas, Joe Northup and Richard Britt. And those are running. Your choice. These are unsealed now. Stick that in the Christmas pile. And if you're into Christmas music, Friday night will be all vintage Christmas music on cassette, 8-track, and vinyl record. Merle Haggard, Kenny Rogers, Scorpions. Looks like some sort of import bootleg or something. Truth, something to hold on to. I better have drifters. And that's running. I don't know what I have, Bishy. Thank you, Zombie. Takes number 4. We have Blue Murder. The Pursuit of Happiness, Love Junk. Dawkins, Back for the Attack. And U2, Under a Blood Red Sky. And those are running. Natalie Imbruglia, Left of the Middle. Junkyard, Self-Titled. Another Van Halen. And Merle Haggard. And if you want to see the backs or the tapes or what color the tapes are or anything, let me know. But I usually just kind of fly through them. Thank you, Pendejo. Which one would you like? Yeah, if you're listening, I'll have you do it in just a sec here. Oh, he picked number 2. Thank you, Pendejo. All right, Butterfly's going to call. I'll run one more auction and then stick some stacks up there. To choose from for the giveaways, and I'll run 2 giveaways. So I'll take about a 10-minute break to talk to Butterfly, who's away this week. I don't know if anybody else is selling or not, but thank you for the offer. I will check those after a bit. And I did list some stuff. Feel free to make offers. The stuff that I have listed, I'm trying to liquidate all this music, but the stuff that I take the time to take the pictures of, it's going to just stay in there. So after I've liquidated to the point I'm liquidating it, with these live sales, the stuff that's listed is going to stay in there, and it'll just be people can buy it from the marketplace. But during these shows, feel free to make offers. Happy to accept them. So I'm going to run this, put the stacks here, and run the giveaways, and Butterfly's going to call me. Madonna, Ray Light, Acapella, Roseanne Cash, and Overkill. Record Black Friday spending. That's just because they knew Trump won the election, and everybody's just preparing for the 4 years of peace and prosperity by buying all sorts of crap now. try to make sure there's something in this somebody's gonna want. So here's gonna be the two stacks. I'll slide them over there after T-Sum takes the overkill. Thank you. All right, this is going to be what you have to choose from for the giveaway. And take a little bit of time to look at it, even if you're not in the giveaway. And what I'm going to do is after these two giveaways, I'm just going to run choice of both stacks, I think, at the same time. Because you guys will have plenty of time to see what's there. Oh, man. Fishy. Oh, you want meatloaf. Bishy, I'll try to remember that. I can hook you up with meatloaf. Got lots of meatloaf. Okay, Butterfly, go ahead and call. So, two giveaways. I'm going to let these run while I talk to Butterfly. And so it'll be like 10 minutes, and then I'll be back and we'll continue to do choices of unsealed tapes. So, getting the giveaway. All right, congrats to whoever won. I'll check and get your request and after this giveaway, so keep in mind what you want. And that giveaway is running. It'll be your choice of those stacks, and I'll be back in 5 minutes. All right. Thanks, guys. Congratulations to whoever won. So who won those? Bishy and Zombie Sam. So Bishy, Zombie Sam won first. Zombie Sam wants REM. And Bishy, did you have one you wanted? I want Aerosmith instead of Meatloaf. Ooh, there was an Aerosmith up there for you? Bottom right. Okay. And for those of you that were wondering, today is Bacon Day. All right, you had lots of time to look at those, so I'm going to run them, and it's just your choice of all of them. Bacon Day. She stays at a hotel, and they've got a big continental buffet every morning, but it alternates between bacon and sausage for the meat. Today's Bacon Day, and that's running. So your choice of both of the stacks, not the whole stack, one tape. These are all unsealed. Kinks. All right, does anybody want me to run it again? Okay, I will run it again. It's running again. Your choice of a tape from those two stacks. Thank you, Bishy. Meatloaf. And run again. And that is running. Thanks, Bishy. Twisted Sister. Right on top. All right. Anybody else want me to run that? If not, I'll throw more up there. Okay, so now yeah, we got snow out there. Yeah. And now these are in the way. What's Mr. Bishy doing? Is he still sleeping? Oh, there's some more rock in here, Bishy. I can see on the top of the box. Oh, where are you, Bolson? Sons of the Pioneers, Best of Buffalo Springfield, the Bee Gees, Massachusetts. That's an import, goofy looking one. So those are running. Oh. So Are you on the a side of the lake that gets lake effect snow? I think that's what we're supposed to be getting the next couple of days. Okay, I'll check the offers. Thanks, T, for the offer. Accepted that. And another striper. We got all sorts of stripers. Too bad there's no new striper fans that need all the cassettes. Missing Persons, Steppenwolf, Birthplace of Judy Garland, How to Sell Coins at Auction. That doesn't sound like music on that one. So that one's running. Pre-bid on Fetus. I can grab that right now. Got a pre-bid on this one. There's pre-listed item. Hole scraping fetus off the wheel. And I looked this up because I was curious. Apparently this is industrial. This isn't like Courtney Love hole. I guess. I've never listened to it. But still sealed. And it is running. $5 pre-bid. Thank you for the pre-bid, Pendejo. Thank you, Pendejo. John Sakata. Another LA Guns that nobody wanted a little bit ago. U2 War. The Commodores Midnight Magic. And Huey Lewis in the News. That is running. And I don't know. Are you guys that are buying on here a lot? When you're on your phone, does it still have a limit on the amount you can offer, or the price you can go down to? Like, does it still only let? Is it? I don't know. Unless they changed it, it used to be if you were on a computer, you could offer less. If you're on a PC, so if you see things that you want in the buy now and you want to offer less, try using a computer. Unless they changed it, you used to be able to offer a lot less. So we got Lizzie Borden, Menace to Society, Jeff Foxworthy, Games Rednecks Play, Commodores United, and Roger Williams. And those ones are running. And I don't check the pads in these. I do sell the pads. They're pretty easy to switch. You have to watch T shows for the full view of all these. Lizzie Borden, thank you, Skaboom. Big Band Memories. Reader's Digest compilations. Almost as hard to sell as Reader's Digest condensed books. Romantic evening music and Marlboro country music. Well, that's a great selection there. I thought about doing that, T, and I thought, no, I don't want to do that. You have a good setup. You're a much better seller than I am. If you guys, I'm sure anybody that's here for tapes has seen T some. If you haven't, he's got a show on Saturday. Music for the Starlight Hours. Nat King Cole with a Christmas song, the Gatlin Brothers, and the Best of Tchaikovsky. And those are running. Hey, Chip and Sissy, how are you? I had a guy that used to come around when I would do flea markets, and he collected Reader's Digest condensed books. He was the only person I ever knew that actually did. And he would come around, and he had a list, and it was like pages long. How are you, Chip and Sissy? You're probably nice and warm down there, aren't you? We're all freezing and getting snowed on up here. This guy would come around, and he would, if you had books, he would sit there and look through every book trying to find these few pages worth of condensed books that weren't in his collection. He was trying to collect them all like Pokemon or something. 6 Days on the Road compilation, Jeff Moore, Whiteheart, and another Reader's Digest. 19 degrees, and that's running. How is that possible? It must have. It's 23 here. It was down in the teens the other day, though. Pop Pleasure. Pam Tillis. We haven't had any belly buttons yet today, have we? Molly Hatchet. And Skinnerd. And that's running. And it's supposed to snow a whole bunch here, but this weekend it's supposed to get up near 50 again. Whiteheart. What is Whiteheart? Is that Christian? I don't know either. I'm trying to separate them by genre for the shelves, at least to get them separated, give people some idea of what I have. All right, good. That's where it went. Thanks, Yorp. It's like Striper. It's sort of like Slayer and Slaughter mixed together, but it's praising Jesus. What is this? White Horse? White Hot. That looks like K-Tail. Is that a K-Tail? Yeah, that's a K-Tail. Nazareth. Robert Plant, Little by Little. Yeah, I have no music on my website, though. Rebel Rock. And that is running. Saw Nazareth in concert. Are they still alive and kicking? You know you're getting old when you start Googling bands and actors to see if they're still alive. Welcome in. Welcome to the most morbid show on Whatnot. It's depressing here. Rush, Grace Under Pressure. Oh, we almost had a belly button. I don't think. Oh, you can. There's a belly button, I think. If you wanted to see Ted Nugent's belly button. Super Kelsey came in just in time for Nugent's belly button. And Rod Stewart and Charlie Daniels Band. So those are running. Is he still alive and kicking? Thank you, JSC 501. Oh, it's still going. Oh, you guys really want that belly button. Bidding war over Nugent's belly button. Thank you, Angel Herbals. Which one would you like? Charlie Daniels. Thank you. I'll add one to it since there was a bidding war there. We'll add Triumph, Surveillance, and Run It Again. So choice of those. I don't know which one the other person was bidding on. Must have been Charlie Daniels. Oops. What did Whatnot shut down? You didn't even spell balls correctly, and they still caught it. So you have REO Speedwagon, Mamas and the Papas, Quiet Riot, and Tom Petty. So your choice of those, unsealed. Thank you, Zombie Sam. Fishy. Good guess, Fishy. Morning choir, thanks, Zombie. All right, since there was a massive bidding war on that one, I'll just add Kansas, Vinyl Confessions, and run it again. Thanks for coming, Zombie. Moody Blues, Ted Nugent. Yes. And Night Ranger. And those are running. And there's another yes. Welcome in, Grunge fan. Doing choice of unsealed cassette tapes, some of them with horrible cases. Warrant, Cherry Pie, and Wham. And that's running. This is much easier. Oh, more belly button count 2. We've seen way too much of Ted Nugent today. Rush and Molly Hatchet. So those are running. Bishy, you've got a good memory. We'll have to start keeping track and see what the highest belly button count we can have in a day is. Thank you, Ghost. Which one would you like? Takes the metal heat. Kiss, Asylum, Rolling Stones, Rolling Stones, Kiss, Animalize, and Patsy Cline. So those are running. Thank you, Angel. I guess you're Angela. Was I calling you Angel before? Taste of Patsy Cline. Thank you, Angela. And you got Bob Seger, Queen, Bob Seger, and Bad Company. And those are running. And Angela, if you're into country music, we're not having too awful much of it today. Actually, having more rock, which is not normal. But probably next week, I'm hoping to go over in the shelves where we can kind of search around and look for stuff. Hopefully. Uh-oh. There's a Led Zeppelin Presence. Alternative. I don't know. We're into a lot of classic rock today. Meatloaf, Blind Before I Stop. Don't think that was a real big seller. Bob Seger, Like a Rock. Focus. That's running. What was on Queen? Staying Power, Dancer, Back Chat, Body Language, Action This Day, Put Out the Fire, Life is Real, Las Palabras de Amor, and Cool Cat Under Pressure. He's trying to provoke her on purpose. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Marlboro Country Music. If you smoke enough cigarettes, you get a free tape. Melissa Etheridge and Roger Miller. He calls you by your pet name and butterfly refers to the sexiness of my legs, apparently. This sticks, it looks like it is falling apart, and looks like that one got wet. Some point. What else we got here? Rolling Stones. That's got the original hype sticker on the case. Another Meatloaf, Dead Ringer. Oh, is there a belly button? Whoops. Is there a belly button on the... I don't think... Yeah, you can't see the belly button. Partially obscured belly button. So that is running. Another meatloaf coming right up, too. I think you had collected them all if you wanted to start a meatloaf collection. Meatloaf, Bad Attitude. I sure like the motorcycles on his album covers. Hey, welcome in. Just joined on choice of cassette tapes. We got Meatloaf, Quiet Riot, Kingdom Come in Your Face, and Kansas Power. And that is running. And there are coupons in the show notes for $1 and $2 off. And I do have a rewards program set up. Kingdom Come in Your Face. He thinks he's Ray Stevens, Elvis, Don Henley, and the Oak Ridge Boys. It's not real highbrow here, that's for sure. I think I have a small group of people that will come in pretty much every week to my Sunday shows, and I think their goal is not actually to find anything worth buying. It's to try to get me to crack up and start laughing like a little girl because I giggle on Sundays. See, Warlock, True as Steel, some sort of classical, Emmylou Harris and Trisha Yearwood. And that is running. I have not farted on camera yet. I shouldn't say that because then I'll probably have to do that. And actually, I don't think I've heard anyone do that. Although I've heard people talking about other people that have. I think the funniest thing was that lady that fell asleep that time and snored for like 2 hours. Did she do it on purpose? Sinead O'Connor, Alabama. Vince Gill. Oh, it's an Ozfest. Oh, look at that. It's got a lenticular cover. Oh, made him disappear. Ozfest Live. And that's running. She dropped a box of tapes. Oh. Couple fights. Yeah, I gotta agree with you. I when you have either the couples or the parents and the kids, I do get a sick pleasure out of watching that because it's like, that's not happening to me right now. Thank you, Ghost. That one is yours. Oh dear. Did you ship it out anyway? Just blame the mailman. AJ Snyder, congratulations. You attained a crown. He had a stroke on camera. Oh, so this your squirrel? You have a squirrel? We did these. Those, I think. If not, we just did all the same titles recently. Is that legal in Pennsylvania? Okay. I always wanted a squirrel. They've got sharp talons, though. LA Guns, Red Hot Country, Mark Chestnut, and Country's Greatest Hits, Southern Country Rock. I tried to have a pet raccoon once. I knew a guy with a pet raccoon. 7 of them. Ugh. This guy I knew had a raccoon, and it was awesome. Although I think he was stinky. Where I don't think squirrels are stinky, but raccoons are stinky. But anyway, I trapped a raccoon in my parents' corn crib on the farm. And it escaped. I put it in a dog cage. And apparently it was smart enough to know how to open the dog cage. I figured out. And it was just a little baby one. Are squirrels rodents? Blue Oyster Cult, Molly Hatchet, Garth Brooks, and the Righteous Brothers. And that is running. I had a girlfriend one time that saw a baby chipmunk running across the road. She had to stop and see it. I've never seen a baby chipmunk before. It's smaller than a normal chipmunk. And she got out and caught it, and it bit her. It was funny. She didn't think it was funny. Thank you, Ghost. She did not contract any sort of disease from it. But it was the last time she tried to pick up a wild chipmunk. It was so cute for the first 3 seconds. She was holding it, and it was just adorable, and she went to stroke its head, and then it bit right in the end of her finger. Thank you for the offer. I'm going to accept that right now. And if somebody's on a PC, try that sometime. Try to make an offer of more than 20% off on the PC and see if it lets you. Thank you, AJ. I think it's who made that offer. Cruising Country, Beaches soundtrack. Okay, Bishy. Trisha Yearwood. Those are running. Yesterday was Giving Tuesday. Did you guys all give and donate to your favorite charity? Monday was Cyber Monday, then Giving Tuesday. You're donated to a worthy cause, Bish. So Night Ranger, ZZ Top, Garth Brooks, and Sting. What's today? Oh, today's National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day. No, National Cookie Day. Any kind of cookie. And it's such a serious holiday that it actually shows up on my Facebook planner in the business manager. All right, what time is it? Okay, we'll keep going here for a little bit longer. Try to keep these about 2 hours and end them about this time, so I can make sure I get the stuff out in the mail. But we'll keep going for a little bit longer. Sabotage, Super Tramp. And that one looks like liner notes got wet. Bachman Turner, Overdrive, and Steely Dan. And those are running. Thank you, T. Which one would you like? Takes Sabotage. We got John Cougar Mellencamp. Bent the liner notes on that one. Rough Cut. Dusty. Marty Robbins. And Patty Loveless. Those are running. Hey, welcome in. Just join me. We're doing choice of cassette tapes. Steppenwolf. Lenny Kravitz. What's this here? This is all tape shot. But there's two of them there. Fleetwood Mac in Chicago, 1969. Somebody taped it all together. You get both tapes. And the Kinks soap opera. And those are running. And if you just joined me, there's coupons in the show notes. And I do have the rewards program. Thank you, Angel. Show me what you like. Takes the Fleetwood Mac. I called you Angel again, didn't I? Patty Loveless. I can't guarantee you might come into shows. You could come into every one of my shows, and I might still get it wrong like 3 weeks later. There was somebody I called by the wrong name for months. It was a bunch of words, and I was reading the words. It was like supposed to be one big long word, and I was reading the little words inside of it, and that was not the name. Finally, they corrected me live in the chat. They seemed perturbed that I was still doing it after about a month. Patty Loveless, The Judge, Triumph, and Styx. Bishy, when's your next show? You having one today? Isn't today Wednesday? Let's see. I don't see one schedule. Saturday for sure. Everybody that's here, go in and poke on Bishy's little wreath thing there and give her a follow. Bookmark her show for Saturday. I don't know what she's selling. Kelsey's supposed to be selling sweaters and coats this afternoon. So let's all take a moment here, and anybody else selling, we're going to poke on Super Kelsey, poke her head, and let's see, try to not, there, sweaters this afternoon, and what is that, Friday, cassette tapes, and then next week it's jewelry. So bookmark Super Kelsey's and bookmark Bishy's. And I'm going to run those ZZ Top, Pat Benatar, Van Halen, and the Statler Brothers. Welcome in. We're running cassette tapes. Yeah, and you guys that are here, you can always advertise your shows during mine. I don't care. Just you can do it constantly as long as I don't completely lose track of the chat. Oh, what the hell? Even do it so much that I lose track. Half the people watching will think it's funny if I get yelled at by someone that I miss what they're saying in the chat. And I think I'm going to do some records tonight again. But like I said, I'm going to sort them. And I probably only go an hour or so, but we'll see. See what I can get through. Some, I can't remember if you had a show scheduled or not. Do you have a show scheduled? Aaron Neville, Christmas, Ricky Van Shelton, the James Gang, and Rock and Roll Fever. No gospel. I don't know if you were in here, Mr. Bishy. Those are running. I said earlier what I was going to do was take an hour today at some point and sort as fast as I can. And then only show the good ones for what I think will be good ones. Video games. I have not tried to sell video games on here except in the marketplace. Somebody bought a bunch of Atari games off of me last week during the Sunday show I had. I hate video games. They're a pain in the butt, those ones on disc. So what's that? Judas Priest, Point of Entry. Oh, you want that Aerosmith? Did she? Bryan Adams. You don't want it as a tip out of the goodness of my heart. Tesla, 5-man acoustical jam. Those are running. You don't have to tip me, Bishy. You modding and entertaining all these people is more than enough. Thank you, Pendejo, for whatever you just purchased. Alrighty. I'm going to run 3 more, whatever we pull up there, and then I'll do the buyer giveaway. And then we'll find somebody to rate out, too. Sock Hoppin' 60s, Judas Priest, Meatloaf, Bat Out of Hell 2, and Richard Marx. All with horribly worn cases. And these last couple run, I'm going to scroll down through the pre-listed stuff and make sure there's no pre-bids. Bobby Brown, Boston Pops, Mark Cohn, and a Grease soundtrack. Yeah, those are running. I did list stuff, and I'm trying to list some cassette tapes and music in the buy it now every day. And like I said, feel free to make offers. And if you're on a computer, you used to be able to offer more than half off. So it looks like we got some pre-bids. Oops, Angela won. Thank you, Angela. Which one would you like? Takes the grease. Thank you, Angela. And actually, I think I don't have it set that way today, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to I have it set so you have to buy $4 worth of stuff to get so you'd have to buy a tape. But I think I'm going to reconfigure the coupons. So if you want to buy new cases for these, when you buy one, you can get one for next to nothing. They're a lot more expensive than they used to be, but I think I'll do that, and people can use their coupons for that. So we have the Knack, Pete Townsend, Santana, and Back into Blue. And All right, we'll do the pre-listed stuff. So it has pre-bids. And the first one is Fang. And whatever that, however you pronounce that, I don't know if that's Spanish or what that is. But the shrink is torn. The case is a little cracked, but it is still sealed. And that is running with a $7 pre-bid. Thank you, York Shard. And feel free to bid against York Shard. Thank you, York. And you said sudden impact. And just give me a second to find them. So this one is next. Hey, Ohio. Split personality. And that is running. Oh, it's a blurry one. That's running. Sudden impact. I'm going to be off of here in just a couple minutes. I just looked to see if you were on. I was going to raid to you, but it didn't look like you were on. What's the next one? And this will be the next one. Zoetrope. And this is Life of Crime. And that one is running with the $5 pre-bid. Thanks again, York. And what do we have? TNA. Thank you, York. And the next one is TMA Beach Party 2000. A little crack to the case, but it's still in the shrink wrap. Cellophane, I guess. So that one is running. Beach Party 2000 TMA. Thanks again, York. Alrighty. I think that's all the pre-bids. Thanks, Kishi. All right, I'm going to do the last buyer giveaway. And I have a show scheduled for this evening. It's one of my generic shows. I think I will change it to vinyl later. And like I said, I'm going to, sometime during the day, I'm going to go and I'm going to sort them out. I'm only going to list things that I think have a decent chance of somebody wanting, but then I'll have them sorted into my little cubbies for today. Yes, I can do that. Because last night there was lots of easy listening, and nobody wants easy listening. At least nobody in there last night did. And then Friday, I'll be doing these cassette shows every day in the morning. And if there's somebody that sells cassettes that wants to go after me and wants me to raid into them, um, let me know. We can do that. I just kind of picked the mornings because I was just kind of getting started at this, and I didn't want to really step on anybody's toes that sells later in the day. Uh, Go out and come back in. Yeah, T. It's the solution to everything. Every time I message whatnot, I get the stupid clear your cache, and then they want to know what browser, what app version you're using, and they might as well just say go out and come back in and leave it at that. All right, I don't know who asked about this, but very nice, or it's a pretty nice condition case. But Alanis Morissette, Jagged Little Pill, and that one's running. It was in the pre-listed stuff. Oh, that's good, York. Works almost every time. Thank you, Angela. That one's yours. And that's about right. All right, I'll let you pick from this for the buyer's giveaway. These are all sealed here. So there was something you want from there, you can pick from there. Get in because I'm going to pull it. Where are we rating to? Bishy, where are we going? I'm going to pull it. Get in if you want in. 8 people in. Where are we going? Where are we raiding to? Pendejo, thanks, you win. Kristen Louise. We'll go crafting since there's nobody selling tapes. Run sponge though. What does Pendejo want? Ninja Man. That's your prize. Congratulations, you get Ninja Man, Pendejo, and Sponge. Okay, last one, and then we're gonna rate out because I got to get shipping. Sponge Rotting Pinata, still sealed, and that is running. Pendejo, those were all from yesterday. People didn't want them. You could have bid on them yesterday. I'm just what doesn't run. I'm just what I think is worth saving out. I'm saving out. Thank you, Bolson. All right, one more. Which one? What did it say? Get it, boys. All right, this is the last one because I've got to get shipping because I have stuff from my website to ship as well as whatnot. So, very last one. And these will all be here tomorrow or in the buy it now shortly. Yes, Bishy says I'm anal about shipping and it muted it. And the mailman comes pretty early. Oh, is there a belly button? I don't think you can see it, can you? Yes, you can. So we got 3 belly buttons today. I don't know why we count belly buttons. Thank you, Pendejo. All right, we're gonna rate out to Kristen. She's a crafter. If you don't want to craft, leave as soon as you get there, or hang out for a while and see what she's doing. Thank you guys. I'm gonna go ship these and try to get them out before Mailman Mike gets here. And I'll be back tonight with something, and I'll be back in the morning with more cassette tapes in similar format. Thank you guys, and thank you, Bishy, for modding. Let's go see what Kristen Louise is doing. No more Fat Beach. Gotcha, T. It's like 3 cases.